Hi everyone, welcome to the Chelsea Fans Channel. Charlie here, just with a quick review of Chelsea 3, Bristol Rovers 2, just come out of Stamford Bridge. Let's face it wasn't the best performance we've ever seen. In fact, throughout the second half, I was really quite nervous. Thought Bristol Rovers were very good. They did themselves a lot of justice. And Chelsea really weren't at the races for, I think, probably 70% of the game. That being said, I cannot stand these games. As a Chelsea fan, I find them really difficult. Everyone expects you to thrash the lower league side. It's always going to be difficult. Chelsea invariably play a selection of players that have never played together, and you're always playing against a team who's settled, and they're playing the biggest game of their lives. You know, they're playing at Stamford Bridge. They've got 4,000 fans who are wonderful, by the way, and it's always going to be a difficult task. That being said, obviously it's good to get into the next round. I think the main positive anyway that I take away is Mitchell Batshuayi. I thought he was absolutely sensational. Obviously it's easy to say because he got 2 goals, but I thought his general play, his work rate, he was coming, winning the ball deep, he was playing in other players, he was ruthless in the penalty area, and I think it's been one of the best things about the 3 games so far for me, Batshuayi, because look, I'm not going to lie, obviously I don't want to make these views known to sound really negative, but watching him in pre-season I thought he was very raw, and I was a little bit worried about how he was going to adapt, but let's face it, he's been fantastic. He set up Costa against West Ham brilliantly, he scored against Watford and was a real handful there, and he was by far the best player on the pitch tonight, so I thought that was really good. I think it was really good to see Fabregas play. I think Victor Moses as well was really lively. I think I've always been of the opinion that while maybe you don't want him starting against Arsenal or Man United in your first choice 11, I think that he can be a real asset to the squad as a whole, so I think that was really good. Negative points of view, I thought Nemanja Matic had a poor game. I don't think he's been particularly good over these 3 games, and I think for all this talk about new defenders and all this talk about Terry having a new role, the organisation without Terry is so lacking. Yet again we see that Cahill is not the man to make everyone step up and organise the defence and work out where people are going to be. And I think without Terry that's so lacking, and obviously that's something Chelsea are going to have to address. I thought Bristol Rovers played very well in the second half. I thought we're quite unlucky with the penalty. I haven't seen it again, the one that Pedro gave away. But overall, the main positives for me are Batshuayi and the fact that we're in the hat for the next round without the best performance in the world. But you know what? That team is not going to play again for much longer. And I do think these games are always difficult. I understand there'll be a lot of people that are upset and annoyed at that performance, but I think especially this early in the season we kind of had to chill out and count our blessings to win the next round. Anyway, it's as you can probably tell, it's really hot in West London tonight, so I'm going to go and have a beer. I'll see you all on Backpage Blues this week. Cheers.